Hello, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. Bong our phone and now the headlines as usual.
Prime Minister requests PPP facilitation for Vnews economic zone development. Haiphong attracts over $300 million of foreign direct investment. Ho Chi Minh City ready to welcome foreign tourists.
Let's begin our bulletin with the news. First, a full report on activity by Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính visited the Vnews economic zone in the central province of Khánh Hòa on March 12. Established in 2006, Vnews is a multi-sectoral economic zone, serving as the economic center of Khánh Hòa, an investment magnet and a driving force for economic development in neighboring areas. Prime Minister Chính said it will be hard to achieve fast growth if the economic zone relies solely on public investment. Relevant quarters need to work out mechanisms and policies, especially those boosting public-private partnership in infrastructure development, he noted. Visiting the Hyundai Vietnam shipyard in the Vnews economic zone, the government leader expressed his hope that Hyundai will continue expanding its investment and increasing the proportion of domestically made components in its products. The same day, Prime Minister Chính examined the site said to be the starting point of an expressway from Khánh Hòa to Buôn Ma Thuột city of Đắk Lắk province in the Central Highlands.
Tuna exports enjoyed a three-digit growth rate in the first month of this year, according to the Vietnam Association of Seafood Exporters and Producers.
Statistics from the General Department of Vietnam Customs show that tuna export turnover reached nearly $88 million, up 108% compared with the same period last year. Shipments of the Vietnamese tuna products to 8 major markets are on the rise, except for China. The U.S. is still Vietnam's largest importer, making up nearly 50% of the country's total tuna export value in January. The country earned $44 million from the export of the product to the U.S. in the month, an increase of 210% year-on-year. Vietnam's tuna exports to the EU also rose remarkably in the first month of this year. Notably, tuna sales to the Netherlands and Lithuania rose by 243% and nearly 2,000% against the previous years, respectively. However, tuna exports to Japan in the month dropped 17% year-on-year.
The Northern Positive Haiphong raked in nearly $306 million worth of foreign capital in the first 2 months of 2022, given the complex developments of COVID-19.
The sum was equivalent to about 38% of the figure for the same period last year and fulfilled more than 12% of the target set for this year. The outcome was attributable to the drastic direction of the municipal authorities and significant efforts of localities and sectors involved, particularly the Haiphong Economic Zone Authority. Notably, the authority has recently granted investment registration certificates for 2 housing projects that can accommodate about 14,000 workers at the Dinh Vũ Cát Hải Economic Zone. Last year, the city's foreign direct investment attraction surged over 91.4% year-on-year to more than $3.1 billion.
Since the government decided to open up to international guests from March 15th, Ho Chi Minh City's tourism sector has sped up preparations and introduced many new products to cater to tourists. It also recently allowed 9 tourist destinations to open to visitors under pilot program.
The War Remnants Museum is one of the 9 destinations allowed to open to international visitors. Display rooms have been cleaned and painted after a long period of closure due to COVID-19. Everything is ready to welcome visitors once again.
We have cleaned up the entire museum, including display areas, and our staff have been retrained. We are ready to welcome foreign visitors.
The Gucci Tunnel's historic site and the Sac Forest Revolution Base are also busy preparing to welcome international visitors. The government and travel businesses have joined hands to improve service quality at each destination in order to attract more visitors.
We have checked on destinations to see if they meet requirements for safe travel under the criteria issued by the city tourism sector. We have also checked facilities and staff in order to provide the highest quality services to customers. Cần District will reopen all local restaurants and tourist attractions, including the Sac Forest Revolution Base.
The Ho Chi Minh Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism has also organized interdisciplinary survey teams and prepared staff to welcome international tourists in accordance with regulations set by the government, ministries and authorized bodies.
Businesses are interested in renovating their facilities to better serve customers, contributing to attracting more tourists to the city.
After the government decided to open the doors to international guests from March 15th, the city's tourism sector has sped up preparations and created many new products for tourists to enjoy.
The northern province of Quảng Ninh, home to UNESCO-recognized Hạ Long Bay, will launch a campaign on safe tourism in mid-March when Vietnam fully reopens its borders to foreign tourists.
Quảng Ninh plans to organize a total of about 70 cultural, sport, tourism, and trade events and programs this year to attract holiday makers. We will also host 7 sports of the SEA Games 31st, which is expected to have the locality lure more visitors. Quảng Ninh will work to restore tourism products and services while safely adapting to the COVID-19 pandemic. The province aims to welcome 10 million tourists in 2022 and earn nearly $833 million from the sector. In 2011, Hạ Long Bay supported more than 400 destinations from over 200 countries and territories to be named as one of the new 7 wonders of the world by the New Open World. The bay was recognized twice by the UNESCO as World National Heritage for its landscape and geographical values.
Over the years, border guard soldiers in the northern mountainous province of Cao Bằng have worked hard to engage local people in ensuring security in border areas and safeguarding the borderline, contributing to protecting the country's sacred sovereignty.
This is the farmland of Thao Mi Sing, a resident of Hoi Khâu hamlet in Cốc Bằng commune, Bảo Lạc district. The land is located near the border area and border marker 534, managed by the Cốc Bằng border guard station. Every time Zing goes out to the field, he usually looks around carefully and reports anything unusual to border guards.
I have joined hands with border soldiers in monitoring illegal migration and COVID-19 prevention and control work. I want to contribute to protecting the sovereignty of the fatherland.
In charge of Cốc Bằng and Đức Hạnh border communes and managing more than 22 kilometers of border line and 70 border markers, the Cốc Bằng border guard station has coordinated with local authorities to encourage residents to join the people protect territorial sovereignty and ensure border security in the new situation movement.
We promote legal documents on ensuring border security at each meeting with hamlets, helping to improve local people's responsibility for working with border soldiers to safeguard the country's territory. We have assigned veteran, women, and youth associations to actively participate in conducting patrols at border markers to ensure timely settlement if there are violations.
The border guard has played an important role in promoting the national solidarity bloc, making significant contributions to protecting territorial sovereignty and building a borderline peace, stability, and development.
IT, food, or fashion, but their young Hmong men from the northern province of Lai Châu have created their own business from a passion for the traditional musical instruments of the ethnic minority group.
Ma A Chang, Sung A Khoa, and Vang A Thanh have set up a workshop making traditional Hmong musical instruments such as bamboo flutes or kênh, panpipes. The Hmong flute, also known as the male flute, is an indispensable part of traditional Hmong festivals. Under his father's guidance, Chiang, a 27-year-old boy, began learning to play the bamboo flute at the age of 10 and soon had a love of musical instruments. Despite their simplicity and roughness, the flutes nurtured his passion for traditional arts.
Initially, I faced many difficulties in finding people I could trust to join my business. Sometimes I thought I would have to forget my dream and take up another job, but my passion inspired me to move on and not give up.
He went on Facebook and met his two friends who are from Yên Bai and Dien Bien provinces. The common love of music enabled the three men to go from the same page. In August last year, they rented 2 houses in Tam Dung district in Lai Châu for making musical instruments and displaying the finished products. They also hired 4 local people to join their workshop.
I used to work as a carpenter, but it was a hard job and my health was affected by sawdust. Via a friend, I applied for a job at the flute workshop and have been working there for 2 months. My income is more stable too. We hope more youngsters will pay attention to traditional music, especially the beauty of Hmong flutes.
With a deep passion for the musical instruments, the three men look forward to promoting Hmong flutes to audiences via the mass media so that the delicate sound can travel far and wide.
90 kilometers southeast of Hanoi, in addition to its rich potential in cultural and spiritual tourism, Ninh Bình province also boasts a charming national landscape and many unique and amazing caves. It's an ideal destination to visit, as many tourists have found.